So this week what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in a similar series that I've done previously before, twice over in phase 1 and 2, and it's kind of more of a playthrough. I do like doing these because it's a bit more of a genuine experience for people coming in Ashes, and I can actually see what's going on without a lot of snippets taken out and just giving you the best bit, and kind of show you what it was like for us, the third phase for the year in alpha testing, to see how they'd progressed and how my experience differed from the previous experiences so far. But without rambling on anymore, we'll just jump right into the video and get amongst the latest content. So first things first, I had a lot of issues with recording. I don't know why, but whenever I play Ashes, I seem to get it turning off my Nvidia. I updated the drivers, tweaked a few settings, and made sure that I didn't tab out the screen, because if I did, I couldn't record the last 20 minutes. Not sure why, but it seems to just be a testing thing. I've had it in other alpha tests as well, so it's not just Ashes, but it is slightly annoying. But we got on straight away. Started creating my character, as you do. I had a preset and kind of knew what I was making, so I didn't really honestly spend a lot of time in the character creator. Kind of nothing had changed in the character creator, in my honest opinion, and I actually felt like it felt a bit outdated. So after I created my character, the first thing we always do is we did the sweat of the brow. It's a starter mission, and that gives you your horse, and it's very basic, but anyone coming in, it's something you just need to do. And due to the delay, a lot of us had booked off a week before, and obviously the delay, we couldn't all take time off work. Most of us were working while playing, so it was a little bit more difficult this time to keep the pace we'd done in P1 and 2. Plus, I don't think everyone, and I speak probably for most of my guild members, if not majority of guilds currently, they're definitely not as motivated as you'd have expected people to be for phase 3. After I'd done Sweat of the Brow, the starter mission, there was lots of crashing in and around Lionhold on day 1, which made it hard to get solid groups in the game, and people kept crashing, getting stuck in queues, disgruntling, but we don't really whinge about that. We kind of just expected it, cracked on, and we just persevered through. I would say it was probably worse than phase 1 this time around, maybe because of the new features that were added, but it definitely wasn't as smooth, so that initially was a little bit of a setback in comparison to the previous phases. Now once we got out of Lionhold, the server performance and game performance was a lot better, so I think it was just so congested, and I imagine it was happening in Anvils. Once you kind of pushed and you just got out of there, everything smoothed out. We started doing Lionhold commissions and quickly did several rounds of Ravens, Grems, Goblins, Undeads and Griffin commissions to get around to 5 or 6 in level, and have some glint to buy food and scrolls, and even get the little boxes so you can get the XP scrolls. So that's a very basic thing you do, but it's kind of efficient and it worked. We bought some food and scrolls, and we moved on to our first grind spot at the second sword outpost near Church of the 7 Stars. It was really good for XP, as the goblins spawn really fast and give decent XP, especially with the flares, and as well as that, it drops a lot of glint as you're going through them quite fast. Ground that out till about 8 or 9, so honestly it was a bit different than we did in phase 1 and 2, but it just worked. It was really chill. There was not a lot of people contesting us. We were on to a good start, much better than some other guilds, and we weren't even pushing it too competitively. We were just kind of enjoying having crack, a bit of bantering party, and just, you know, enjoying the experience and something a bit different after taking the 5 or 6 month break from the game. So then we went over to Shorefront, we started killing crabs, and we were getting really good XP. Crabs were also weirdly dropping gear every now and again. Another thing that was good about this, not just the gear drops, they're really fast to respawn, and they don't do a lot of damage, so you can kind of half-ass grind these out fairly chill, and there's not much risk there. So yet again, it was on to another smooth, more chill experience. Yes, I know these aren't the meta spots, but we weren't really aiming to do the meta spots. Once we'd finished at the crabs, they were no longer giving us good XP, so it's kind of pointless and redundant staying. We moved to Farfathom Caves, which outside is just full of geodes ranging from a level 12 to 13s. From killing the geodes, we discovered a cave was filled with enchanted knights, enchanted war mages, and even had 3 bosses. The bosses give really good XP, and the enchanted drop a lot of level 10 gear, so it was a good place to start leveling and gearing up. So we kind of started farming that, and kind of found a min-max way of farming that efficiently. We were kind of getting some basic drops, which was helping us. We were getting really good XP, and honestly, it just flowed. It wasn't grindy, it wasn't tedious. We were just having a crack, having a bit of banter, and it was actually a really nice place to farm when we actually got the flow of it. There was such an abundance of mobs, we decided to just lock down and get a second group, and then the second and first group obviously in the same VC, so we had like 16, and then we'd just be calling and sharing the bosses and balancing it out, and it worked really well. So it was actually probably one of the better spots I'd grinded in Ashes at that time, and it was overall good. But yeah, if you are leveling up, or you know, in the next phase you fancy something a bit different, this was not a bad spot at all. Now by the end of the first weekend, we'd moved to the ruins of Shoalfire, which is a PvP lawless island with a lighthouse with ghosts and skeletons and 3 bosses. We were hitting level 17 and felt quite comfortable with the gear we had. Most had the correct 5-piece buff and most slots had level 10 gear in for most of the guild. So I was running Force, some people Fortitude and whatnot, and obviously we had the level 10 gear. So we were slightly kitted up, not massively, I say slightly kitted up, but not massively, but we were kitted up enough to push that area and probably be able to defend it against PvP, as you'll see coming up. It was actually a really new, nice area to farm again. It was a bit different, the mob mechanics were quite cool, and some of the bosses were actually pretty decent, so it felt fresh and better, and it was kind of, it reinforced me even more to think this was a much better idea to come out here, even if we didn't get the node, just to level and experience in new areas. And also hopefully that's what Intrepid would want us doing, going to the new areas and testing them, even though it does seem currently everyone is kind of doing the same shit. Riverlands, this spot, this spot, this spot, farm this gear, and I do think Intrepid needs to expand out and offer other options, because if it's only ever the Riverlands that's getting leveled and XP there, obviously Carth and Steel Bloom, they are really fucking good. I do understand it, and these people might watch this and say, oh god, you're an idiot, she's went to the wrong spot, you could have been leveling much faster. I do agree, there was better spots, but at the same time, we're not just here to min-max and level this time around. We weren't going as hardcore as we did in phase 1 and 2, as you can see in my previous videos, and that was never the plan. So I still think it was quite fun, enjoyable, and this was quite a nice area that Intrepid had implemented into the game. Now, the Force gear seems to be hard to find in the places we were grinding, and medium gear barely dropped. It was mostly heavy and light. The bosses give great XP and allow you to boost people who are lower leveled, as they get a lot of XP from the mobs being higher level than them. So we actually used this as a technique to bring in the low levels, and we actually boosted them, and even though it wasn't the max XP they could have been getting, it was still ridiculously more. So I would honestly say it was slightly broke. Most of the guild was working, so when the phases started, you seen us level, but most of us work 40-hour jobs, we've got kids and whatnot, so for us this progression was fairly steady and fairly decent, and coming on maybe 4 or 5 hours after work, I was actually quite impressed by the guild and the progress we were making. Was it hardcore like I said before? No, but it was definitely good for them type of hours, and we did say that if we had done like 30-hour stints and we'd had 4 to 5 days off all of us, we'd have probably been up on the high end of the servers actually max leveling. So I think this is actually a fairly decent route to take when leveling. So after having quite a chill experience and everyone being fairly pleasant, we honestly weren't that aggressive this time. We kind of just tried to chill and share spots, but unfortunately you would act chill with people, they would say they would chill, and then before you know it they were just running up and trying to gank you when you were AFK. We actually had some really good PvP defenses, but unfortunately we were always AFK, or it was when we'd went for dinner or when we were swapping gear or trading with each other. The guys reacted fairly fast, and because we'd played 1 and 2 phases, I think we kind of just clicked fairly fast, and yeah, it was good. It was nice to get some PvP, it was nice to enjoy the combat. The one thing in Ashes is the PvP and the combat is really decent, so I can't give them kudos for that. Intrepid's done a good job there, and the fighter this time around was so much better. It was so broke in phase 2, so coming in and playing the fighter in action mode was awesome. But what I'll do is I'll let the video play out.
Oh, they have Force on them.
They're pushing in, they're pushing in, they're pushing in.
Great. They grab Kingdom.
Hey. Oh. Do they really want to fight?
Are we targeting?
The healer, the healer.
The healer.
Healer's trying to keep Kingdom alive.
We're targeting my ass.
I took him out, I took him down, he's down, he's down. Nice.
Healer's dead, healer's dead.
I'm bad.
Where's Leia? On Leia?
I'm doing smoke. I'm going on the back. On Zoom.
Watch Leia, watch Leia.
Killed the bad.
I'm on the back.
She's targeted by a ranger. Doing my best to keep him alive.
I'm gonna kick him, he's down, he's dead.
Another one down.
Kill the other rogue.
I'm dead.
On Leia, on
Leia
Leia.
down.
I'm
Fox
dead.
me, where am I? Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
It's just one left. It's just 2 left now. It's the mage and not the...
I'm going on the guy I'm behind here.
Yeah. I'm on the ranger.
I really not think that they were that grouping in just one roll on.
I'm gonna help us get mounts to everybody who bought one.
PvP. So arrow for him behind us.
Right.
PvP. Lock in.
I'm feeling.
I was fucking AFK, I'm sorting my daughter, what the fuck?
PvP.
On the game.
There's the cleric.
The cleric's in the front.
Yes.
The cleric's in the front.
Get the cleric, yeah.
No, it's dead.
I can just.
There's a level 25 bard.
Stay close to kingdom. Everybody stay close to kingdom.
Okay, I just.
Killed one, killed one. I'm moving, I'm moving.
I'm back
trying
on,
to
I'm
kill him,
back
trying,
on, I'm back on, back on.
Backline, yeah.
Oh, fuck it.
Warriors
I'm
low.
coming.
Regroup, regroup. On me.
They're going for
Need
Paladin
light.
as well. They're going.
Come back to me, come back to me. I'm on the ground. Near the front entrance. Andy, careful.
I'm going on the healer on the back. Zeke, I'm with you.
Sargo's up if someone needs.
One right now.
No.
Get it.
Not yet. Where's the healer?
It's a cross one in the back. It's a
Right,
good cross.
drop a route on set, get them all and then AoE them.
Root. Where the fuck did that root go?
Healer almost dead.
The fighter's almost dead.
I'm dead.
The road.
No problem. I'm surprised I survived this long.
Focus bard, it's the last support.
On me, on me, on me.
Oh, you can do it too late. Oh, 3.
Is it just fighters left? And a right and a tank. I made two fighters
The
left.
fighter tank left. And one more.
Yeah, I think they. Oh, that range. That fucking.
Callie's low.
Fire is almost down. Olaf is up.
Get the guy on me, Olaf.
That's
Bloody
the
way.
tank.
Ah, just kill the fucker.
I killed him. I got him. Got him.
Are you looting?
Good job.
Everybody set?
Dead.
Now I know this is a bit of a shorter one, there's nothing too crazy going on in this video, but what I can say is I've got some really good content coming up soon. So far it's been a good experience with my guild and the people I've played with. I mean, we did have some crazy new people, but obviously this happens in the game and in recruitment, and you've just got to keep the quality guys and make sure the people are all flowing. So I've had a fairly good experience. If I'm honest, a lot of that was based around playing with a guild, having a laugh and banter. There's been a lot of issues in the game, much worse than phase 1 and 2, but I won't jump into that now. I'll cover it and I'll have screenshots, videos and snippets for you all to check out as proof and whatnot, so you know it's not just, you know, pure speculation. Everyone that's watching the channel and that's subbed and liked and kept following me, because I do see the similar type of people coming over, I do appreciate that. And if you are not subscribed, hit subscribe on the channel, drop a like, get this video shared and leave your comments in the comment section down below. If you disagree with me, that's fine, like freedom of speech, say whatever you want, it's your choice, we don't have to agree. If you think I'm incorrect in something, let me know, and you know, I can really change my ideas and maybe think things differently, and that goes to any video. And if you do think you had a similar experience or you're having a bad experience, drop that down below. As always, I really do appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.